Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 169. Also starring Emma and Socks.
Yeah. Who was intrigued by the hairdryer and then got scared.
Oh,
Being silly.
it's okay.
There we are, starring Socks and Richie. She's intrigued by it all though. It's like she don't want to be afraid of it. That's why she's sticking around, isn't it, Socks?
So, only one person has submitted questions for this week, Gunnar. I guess the others who usually ask questions just either couldn't think of any or they just forgot. So I'll get to these in a minute, but before I do, I want to answer a question that I was meant to put in last week's episode but forgot, and also didn't think to reply to. It's more of a question posted on my Poker Night deck profile. OG Gangster of Games asks me, I know you don't want to build the deck anymore, but can you build a Primite Poker Night deck? I think you might like the challenge. Well, I don't really want to do that, to be honest, because as I explained in an earlier Q&A, I'm not really a fan of those cards. Well, more specifically, I don't like some of the cards that involve banishing monsters. Well, they're cards that I don't really want to use. I actually forget which ones they are, but I'd rather not do that, which is the same reason why I prefer not to combine it with Dark Magician, Blue Eyes and Red Eyes, because I prefer to keep all four of these decks pure. So anything with Primites isn't going to happen, I'm afraid. Right, now back to the actual questions. So yeah, this is going to be a short episode. One, what do you think we would get as cards if Yugi never actually used Summon Skull and Gaia as fusion materials, and Dark Magician is used instead in the series? Curse of Dragon and Dark Magician, this card exists. Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician, let's say a new fusion instead of Dragoon. Gazelle and Dark Magician and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like questions where I have to come up with made up cards. They're too difficult and they just put me on the spot. I mean, no disrespect to you and anyone else. I'm not annoyed with anyone who does ask me this question, but what's Emma laughing at in the background? Sorry. Yeah, it's not that I have a problem with anyone who asks me these questions, so please don't take this the wrong way. It's just that, like I said, this sort of question where I have to come up with a made-up card is just way too difficult. Well, maybe not all of them, but it's just too complicated. You know, this isn't something I really specify in. That's more something that Matt and Alison Welch and Express Gaming would specify. I mean, I'll try my best to answer these questions anyway, but I think after this episode, I'm just gonna ban questions where I have to come up with a made-up card. So anyway, Curse of Dragon and Dark Magician. I feel like it would still be Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon magic, but wouldn't have an effect. Because obviously, in the Duel Monsters era, there were hardly any fusions with effects, at least not in the anime anyway. There's only two, actually no, three I can think of off the top of my head that had effects, and that was Thousand Eyes Restrict, Dark Paladin, and the Duke of Demise. I don't remember any other fusions in the series that had effects, but yeah, like I said, this fusion would just simply be Dark Magician, the Knight of Dragon Magic, but with no effect. It would just be a 2900 beat stick. And also, sorry if you can hear the washing machine in the background. Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician. I guess it probably would. I feel like it would still be Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, but with no effect. Again, like I said, because well, I'm going by this logic because Gaia the Dragon Champion and Black Skull Dragon had no effects. So yeah, it would just be a vanilla 3K beat stick, just like Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blackluster Soldier. Also, I forgot about Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast. That's a fusion with an effect, so make that 4. Gazelle and Dark Magician. I don't know, I feel like it would be something with more than 2100 attack. I guess we could make it 25 or 2600 and just give it near enough the same effect as Chimera. I guess it would be called Chimera the Magical Beast or something like that, and it would have an effect that states if this card is destroyed, special summon Gazelle or Dark Magician. That would be the best I could think of, but I feel like more often than not Dark Magician would be brought back, unless there's a whole bunch of beat sticks with like more than 2500, in which case it probably wouldn't make a difference, but I don't know. Yeah, and Dark Magician and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Again, I don't know what to call it. I guess Dragon Master Mage Knight, and again, it would have 5000 attack points, because why not? And I don't really see a reason to change the effect, give it 500 for every other dragon on the field, because that was instrumental in taking down Five-Headed Dragon during the first Virtual World arc, the 3 or 4 part series in the Duelist Kingdom one. Yeah, not to be confused with the Virtual World arc in Season 3. 2. What would you get by fusing Dark Magician and Neos? I would simply call it Neos Magician. That would be the best thing I could think of. So, yeah, obviously another monster you could summon off Neos Fusion. Maybe give it the same effect as Dark Magician of Chaos, where if it's special summoned you add a spell from grave to hand. What other effect could you give it? I guess it could either have 2900 or 3k, doesn't really matter which one. What else could I guess? See, this is tricky. See, this is why I don't like this sort of question. You see how difficult this is? Um, I'm trying to think whether or not to give it some sort of power-up effect, or um, or an effect that happens if it's destroyed, if it destroys something by battle. Um, oh, this might be a good idea for one. In addition to recovering a spell, target one spell in your graveyard on summon, special summon rather, return it to hand, then banish spells from your graveyard equal to the number of monsters your opponent controls. For cost, return those monsters back to the deck. And then if this card is destroyed, special summon Dark Magician or Elemental Hero Neos from your hand, deck, graveyard or banished zone. Yeah, I feel like that could be good, just because I can't think of anything else. And the last question, question 3. Are you up for games again on Tuesdays? We haven't played in a long time. Yeah, I know it's been a while. What has it been, like 2 months? 1.5 months since we last played? But yeah, I can definitely do games again on Tuesdays now that we have Wi-Fi here. But hopefully the connection will be okay, because I haven't yet tried to have a call while I've been here. I'm hoping the connection won't be too bad, because I've had some issues with both uploading and playing on Edo Pro. I mean, there've been a couple of times where I've just randomly lost connection while in a game, along with the fact that uploading just takes forever. Like when I uploaded episode Heat 3 of the Dark Richician's Deck Grand Championship, it took all day. I mean, the connection is fine otherwise, but when it comes to uploading, it just takes too damn long. So I'm thinking I might have to put big videos onto my USB stick and then upload them at the other place. I don't know. But hopefully with an actual call there'll be no problems whatsoever. I might even have to set up my laptop and play mat on the sofa bed, like on the other side of the room, because this desk just isn't big enough. Anyway, I digress. Long story short, I will be able to have games with you again on Tuesday nights. That will not be a problem. We could even start next Tuesday if you like. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, of course, if I end up with a job where I have to work on Tuesdays, that would complicate things, but obviously we will cross that bridge if and when we get to it. And that's it for questions in this episode. Yeah, pretty short one. Thank you, Gungner, for your questions, my friend, and if any of you have any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening, UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.